years ago when you went to get a loan, it was yes or no right then and there, sign the paper. I mean, the mortgage was like half a page long. The note wasn't even a page, and now mortgage is like 16, 20 pages long. But like today, for instance, you could go and your credit checks out, everything checks out, and you get the appraisal, and one box is checked wrong, and now all of a sudden they need more information or they need another pay stub, and you as the consumer's going, I thought I gave this. As a lender, the lender's going to be asking you for different stuff throughout the process, and it's not because they're naive or don't know what they're doing. It's because they have other folks making decisions, and so if you've got a lender who's not returning calls, or they let you know last minute, everything's a push and a rush. You know, I will tell you, most loan officers, unfortunately, they are not very organized there, and so closing gets bumped a few days later, and we're pushing that rate lock thing, or you got to try to take time off of your work to go find these things. So I would be asking the lender, what is everything you need? What are the typical issues that come up through the pre-approval to approval, because it can be a very headache mess even if you got the credit and the down payment and everything else, and it's not the officer's fault. It's just there's a lot of things to make Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac happy, and they're pretty particular on that.
It's very good.
And so maybe even when you go in and you get that first pre-approval process, start you a folder, like one of those big accordion folders where you've got your pay stub and you've got your IRS returns and you've got just everything you might need. I like that idea of asking them, what does the process look like for you as a mortgage officer? So it's not, everybody's going to be a little different. Everybody's programs are going to be a little different, as your reference earlier with the one lender, one big book. That's a good idea, to just get organized and stay on top of it so that home buying can stay focused on you're getting your family or you're getting your household moved into a new home, and you keep those relationships going and you're able to keep everything else going, your full-time job, your family, your friends, everything going in your life without letting this be a huge time waste or negative experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And one other thing to throw in there as well, I know all of us here would say we do not like any consumer debt, whether it's car loans or whatever, but now one of the things they do right before closing is they repull your credit. So the one thing you don't really want to do is go buy that new car, because you may not be moving into the house, you'll be moving into the car. So be careful with that. Another reason why not to go into debt, because it may throw the whole thing out.
Yep, absolutely.
That is exactly what happened to me. I had put in my my notice for the apartment. I mean, I was homeless as of this date at the end of the month, and 5 days before closing, I got the call. Your loan or your debt ratio doesn't work. We can't do this on this date. And that's scary. That was not a fun process. It was not the, yay, I get to move. It was the, oh, Lord, what do I need to do now? And thankfully my apartment complex was willing to work with me. But, yeah, getting that, knowing where you're going, not fooling with debt anymore, and just staying solid, organized. It's really nice. So, Justin, thank you so much for coming in and joining us. It's been a pleasure, as always, to speak with you. And, Taurus, we'll be back together soon to continue this conversation for first-time home buyers.
Thank you very much. It was fun. Justin, you added a lot of value to the conversation. Thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for inviting me. I appreciate it very much.
No problem. Our contact information will be below the video, and you can check in at each of our websites, get in contact if we can help you. Have a great first-time home buying experience. Bye-bye.